gold medalist to speak to this morning.
Yes, I do indeed, Mr. McCallum. Yes, Dianne's been kind enough to join us on the program this morning and tell us a bit about her sport. She's been involved with it for many years. So good morning to you, Dianne. How are you?
Good, thank you, Suzanne. How are you?
Oh, good. Keeping dry, I hope, wherever you are.
I am, definitely.
Pretty soggy outside, girl. But, yes, when we were chatting, you told me that you started the interest and took it up at the age of 12.
I did. I did take it up at the age of 12.
And you haven't stopped.
No, I haven't stopped. So I've been going for over 20 years, and I've opened my own club for 5 years now, and it's going fantastic, and I love it.
Yeah, well, I came across your group. Listeners, it's called the Irontiger Taekwondo Club, and they're sprouting up all over the place in Western Sydney, but I came across your club, Dianne, out at Castle Hill, in the building, the same building as the community library there. And I was fascinated to see all these little kids. They were so tiny, my goodness. What's the age that you start them at?
Sure, yeah, we start at age 3 years old with the little guy, and we go all the way up, and my eldest student, I guess, is 61 years old. So.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that says something about what you're doing in that club, doesn't it? I mean, the passion that you have, and it's evidently it's carried through the whole club, because those little children that I saw, my goodness, they were very serious in what they were doing, you know, and they were very intent on listening to their instructors, so something's working.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, we're definitely 100% committed to all of our students, and I think, you know, if you be responsible and, you know, you can expand and grow, then you can create the best club.
Yeah, it's very positive indeed what you're doing there, Dianne. So tell us about, you. As you said, you started at the age of 12 and you got involved in the various championships, state and national, and what happened from there?
Yeah, so I competed in state and national levels, and I did a tournament over in Korea as well, and then I decided that I'd try out for the first Commonwealth Championships back in '97, and then I won a gold medal from there.
Oh,
so
lovely.
I've got a Commonwealth gold medal, yeah, which is fantastic.
Well, that's a lovely inspiration for you to keep striving for better and bigger events to compete in.
Yeah, it is. It's great, and I love to teach all my kids everything that I know, from the little ones all the way to the older ones, so it's a fantastic sport.
From everything from having fun to the way that they conduct themselves in championships, etc., and what is expected of them if they're wanting to get further in this sport, you know, even as a career, not just as a pastime.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I've got students who started with us from white belt and have gone all the way through to black belt, and I now employ them back into my company. And not only do I teach them Taekwondo, I'm now teaching them about business and how to succeed in the future as well.
Well, it's all the fundamentals. Let's face it, Dianne, in sport, you can learn a lot of it. As I said, the fundamentals for life skills, the way that you treat people, the way you conduct yourself throughout your life, in business and socially. So, yes, it seems as though you've got the right ingredients there in what you're doing. But tell us, the clubs that you have here in Western Sydney, whereabouts are apart from the one at Castle Hill that I came across, where else do you have them?
Sure, we've got a club also at Kellyville and also another one at Rouse Hill.
So that would be great. How about anything out Penrith Way or Hawkesbury Way for listeners, or Parramatta?
I don't actually. We're actually all through the Hills District.
Oh, right.
So Castle Hill, Kellyville and Rouseville are our three main centres. Right. And we do private lessons anywhere throughout Sydney as well.
All right, so that's handy to know. So also too, you mentioned about championships that some of your students have performed in just recently. They've competed in some events. Yeah,
recently we just came back from the New Zealand Open, which was held in Auckland at the end of March, and we took over there 13 students to compete internationally, and we came home with 20 medals, which was fantastic. And we also had one, outstanding student, Bronte Simpson, who won 2 gold medals on the day.
Oh, she must
be an outstanding effort.
Yeah, and how old is
she's only 16. So.
Oh, gosh. 16, a long way to go.
Yeah, a long way to go, but, yeah, she's fantastic.
And tell me, at that international championships over there in Auckland, who would have been the strongest competitors, as far as you thought, on for the Australians to knock off?
For Australian knocker? Well, there was a few different countries there as well. But probably, I guess, Australia had quite a strong stance over there. I think overall, out of all of Australia, we took home quite a few medals across the board. So I think Australia was probably definitely the strongest.
Right, and tell me, you had 13 students, so in all, how many Aussies do you reckon competed all up?
There were about 50 Australians altogether who competed.
So we had a strong
I would,
representative team there.
definitely a strong representative team, yeah.
And what was
definitely.
the ages from what to, what was the youngest to the oldest that competing from Australia there?
Sure, yeah. We took over, the youngest I took was an 8-year-old, and the eldest I took were in the mid-20s.
And how did the 8-year-old go?
Fantastic. He actually placed fourth, but it was his first international competition. And he was brilliant on the day. He had a fantastic time. And I think the life experience that, we create for the kids, you just can't get that anywhere else.
Yeah, so that young lad would be aspiring to be just like the seniors, and he had something, he's got a platform basically to try and reach, to get to their level. So that was a wonderful a life experience for him, a once in a lifetime.
It is. We try to create life-changing moments for all the kids, and receiving emails from my students after going to New Zealand saying, to me, thanks so much for one of the greatest moments in my life. I think it just makes me teaching Taekwondo love it even more. So
I can imagine it would, and it's very, very gratifying then to know that you're appreciated and what you're giving out is coming back in gratitude, and also in the development in the sport of these various kids. And you must be very proud indeed, Dianne. Yes. So listeners, if you're interested to take up this wonderful sport, what number should they contact then, Dianne? Would you care to tell the listeners?
Sure, they can contact Irontiger on 1300 788 550.
And is there a website, please?
Sure, there's also a website, irontiger.com.au, and you can also send us an email, inquiries@irontiger.com.au as well.
Fabulous. Well, look, thank you very much for joining us this morning, Dianne, on 90.5, the Saturday Sports Roundup show. And hopefully we'll be speaking with you again during the year. You might have some more progress that you would like to send along on competitions that may be occurring here, that some of the, as I say, listeners might like to go along and be spectators, or even sign up for one of your classes.
Definitely. We've got 30-day free trial at the moment, so anyone can come and try out for 30 days for free and see if they like it. So, yeah, we'll definitely be in touch. All
right. Well, look, thank you so much. You go and have a good Saturday, and we'll be speaking with you again. And thank you for joining us here on 90.5 this morning.
Fantastic. Thanks, Suzanne.
Thank you, Suzanne. Dianne Carn there, wonderful young lady, Taekwondo gold medalist, and doing great work in the local community.
Yeah, local girl.
We're coming up to 8 minutes to